The result is clearly not up to my expectation. Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for this first stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and without any difficulties. But be on your guard as the wind can lead to bordures. We can target a top 10 place, and maybe even better if the stage favourites are caught out by the wind. Have a good stage, guys!
Hello cycling fans everywhere. For this stage raced around Saint-Cyr-l'École, the riders will have to complete two 83-kilometre loops. Without any real difficulties, the sprinters will have ambitions for the day, but they'll have to watch out for the wind that could lead to bordures.
Guys, you'll have to watch out for the wind today. There are several exposed zones that are conducive to borders. Stay awake.
The time gap between the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing. The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
The peloton has just joined up with the breakaway. He's trying to escape. Counter-attack attempt.
It's looking good. You've got more than a minute's lead on the peloton. To target the overall standings, do not strain yourself during flat stages in order to keep the maximum in reserve for when the mountains come up. We're coming up to an exposed zone, lads, but there's no worry. Contrary to what we said in the briefing, there's no wind today. There won't be any borders. You're 2 kilometers from the top. He's asked his teammates to manage the time gap. He no doubt wants to take the win in the sprint. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. You seem to be the best puncher in the group. You should be able to move to the front. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. The head of the race is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. His teammates are accelerating. They're no doubt readying the intermediate sprint.
The breakaway is losing ground. They're going to have to ride hard to read in the breakaway. With this lead, they can start to believe it. The riders will soon be completing the first lap. They'll be able to see the finishing line without being able to cross it, because they turned just before to set off on the final 83 kilometres. The lead group is coming to the feed zone.
Well, on flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen. Your opponents are upping the pace to hold off the peloton. Collective fall. It may create gaps. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. The head of the race is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
"30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometers. "5 kilometers. The sprinters' teams are in control and a mass sprint seems inevitable. Bunched peloton. Only 3 kilometers left. It's a bunched peloton that will fight it out for victory. The red pennant is in sight for the front of the race.
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him. We can say he tops the standing. We can say that.
We were aiming for a top 10 place on this stage, and we failed. Hi guys, let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and without any difficulties. But be on your guard.
Hello and welcome to all. On this second stage of Paris-Nice, the wind could once more play a leading role. It's likely that the peloton could split into several groups on the sections of the road to Châteauroux that are open to the elements. That could result in some leaders being absent at the finish.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. Well, on flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race.
The breakaway is losing ground. We're approaching the halfway stage, and the riders are readying themselves for the first intermediate sprint.
Allez les gars, on continue là, plus vite, plus vite. Lâchez rien.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
The breakaway is losing ground. The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. Last time check with the breakaway, 1 minute.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
The breakaway is holding off the peloton, but it's going to be difficult. Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap.
The head of the race is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. Wind is still blowing strong. Stay well placed. Now it's straight, all the way to Chateau Roux.
Less than 20 kilometers left for the group at the front. "30 seconds lead for the head of the race.
Allez les gars, on continue là, plus vite, plus vite.
It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us.
15 kilometers from the finish for the group at the front.
The leader was in danger, but he's once again leading the overall standings.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
teammate has just been dropped. You can't count on him any longer.
There are 10 kilometers left before the finish.
Okay, I'll wait for him. Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Watch the demeanor of the other sprinters to know when to launch your sprint. If you start too soon, you will be unable to continue your effort to the line. If you start too late, you will not have time to work your way to the front.
The lead group will soon be in Châteauroux. They've got just under 5 kilometers to race.
He's asked his teammates to ride you down. You're too dangerous.
The red pennant is in sight for the front of the race. Last kilometre.
Ladies and gentlemen, he tops the standings and he's in sparkling form and he's amongst the lead.
Well done, guys. We're where we should be. We were aiming for a top 10 spot, and you did the job. Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. The main thing to grasp today is that the route is flat and it harbors no particular difficulties. A sprint finish is more than likely. We've got what it takes to be in amongst it in the final sprint and finish in the...
Hello and welcome to all. The road from Nevers to Saint-Amand-Montrond is as flat as it is monotonous. Despite the presence of a few short climbs on the 4 laps around the finishing line, this stage looks promised to a sprinter.
Guys, the final stretch is a bit strange. Once you're at Saint-Amand-Montrond, there'll be 4 laps to do before the finishing line. But all the laps are the same. I'll give you the details when we get there. Collective fall. It may create gaps. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees. The peloton has just joined up with a breakaway. One and a half minutes for the breakaway. It might just work.
Collective fall. It may create gaps.
The race leaders will soon be fighting it out for the first intermediate sprint of the day. The time gap between the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing.
Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. Well, on flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen.
The breakaway is losing ground. The riders are approaching the feed zone. The breakaway is losing ground.
Guys, we're coming to Saint-Amand-Montrond. You'll be onto a small climb. Get a good feel for it, because you're going to have to climb it twice more. Guys, you will now return towards Saint-Amand-Monton and cross the finishing line. Then you do the same lap again with the same climb. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
Collective fall. It may create gaps.
Last time check with the breakaway, 1 minute.
Allez les gars, courage!
The head of the race is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça! On continue! Allez, courage les gars!
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. The first riders are 2 kilometers from the climb.
Lead for the head of the race.
Guys, the final lap is like the first with the Côte de Gros Chêne. You know what to expect in the closing stretch. Good luck. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The final climb of the Côte de Gros Chêne is underway. It's the last difficulty on this stage. The riders are all back together. Everything will be played out in the final kilometres.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Now the road is free right to the finishing line. The sprinters' teams will now control the race all the way to the line.
Watch the demeanor of the other sprinters to know when to launch your sprint. If you start too soon, you will be unable to continue your effort to the line. If you start too late, you will not have time to work your way to the front.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
Bravo les gars, c'est bien.
Only 5 kilometres left. The sprinters' teams are driving the peloton at full speed.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Teams are organising for the final showdown. The sprinters are primed. There will soon be burning rubber. The red pennant is in sight for the front of the race.
He's in trouble. It's not sure that he'll be there for the sprint.
Ladies and gentlemen, we can say that he will climb.
Well done, guys. It's a nice podium place today. I wasn't expecting such... Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. Today, there's a short time trial on the program.
He's currently on the podium for the general classification. This individual time trial is a decisive moment for him. Come on, let's cheer him on as he deserves.
Here we go, come on. The right tempo straight away. It's fairly short. You've got to be flying from the start. Come on, it's uphill, out of the saddle, go! Now, get into TT position.
Allez, plus vite.
It will be more or less downhill until the time check. Come on, stay focused, go! Watch out, left-hand bend. Watch out for the next right-hand bend. No unnecessary risks. We're coming to the intermediate time check. We'll see if you're on schedule. Go on! Now it's more of an uphill section. Save something for the final kilometer because there's a steep climb. Come on, another 5 kilometers. Go, go!
Allez, allez. Allez, continue.
You're coming into a twisty portion. Pay attention to your trajectory. It's downhill all the way to the finishing climb. Come on, lad. Give it everything you've got. Watch out at the foot of the descent. There's a final left-hand bend before the short climb. Go on, 1 kilometer left. I hope you've got something left in the tank because it climbs all the way to the line. Go on, you're almost at the top. Then it's down. Go, go!
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome. He tops the standings. He tops the standing. He tops the stand. He will climb onto.
The result is clearly not up to my expectations, guys. It isn't catastrophic, but when you've got victory in mind, it's obviously a... Hi, guys. Let's start the briefing for this stage. It's mountainous today. It's neither high mountain nor a summit finish, but it's the sort of stage that could harbour a few surprises for the general classification. You'll have to be there on the final climb if we are to do well. I'm not too worried. I think we're able to win the stage, outdistancing the other favourites. Go! We're going for victory!